It's TEW 2016, the branding solution, and we are here with Shockwave with one of our big matches tonight, Olivia Max versus Drew McIntyre. Falls count anywhere after last week's no finish, and we're going to have Rusev and CM Punk having their contract signing for their WrestleMania title match. And this is the penultimate go home show. We start with plenty of pre-show action, with Murph and Blakey picking up a win. And Will Ospreay picks up a win, continuing my little attempt to revive the Cruiserweights. The Lucha Dragons defeat the NXT Tag Champs. Austin Aries defeated Damian O'Connor, who's improving still, in a nice solid 64 rated match. It's better than some of the main show will be. The Fashion Capital pick up a win over 3 of the NXT stars, and they're all about the same rating now, which is good. Gotch improved. Okada defeated Noam Dar, but they didn't click. Bit disappointing. But still, I needed Okada to get a win or two. Tyler Breeze then beat Prince Mustafi. He will become Mustafi Ali only if he gets called to the main card. Don't want to change it in NXT. And then finally we gave Mark Henry a big win over Barry Griffiths. Yeah, I'm keeping Henry around. He's not really getting used for much other than to help the next generation move to the next level. So yeah, we'll start with this. The show starts with AJ Styles bringing out his team, Brock Lesnar and Bobby Roode. We have a little bit of back and forth between Styles and Lesnar about who the captain or the leader of this team is, while Bobby just sort of sits around in the background, which then brings out Orton, who then continues to question who the leader is. And John Cena's like, we don't need a leader, we're the best. Like Cena and Orton, we know how far back they go story-wise, and their sort of mutual respect is going to be their guiding force. And Cody Rhodes just tags along just to get a bit of momentum. We then have the Hart Dynasty defeat the Primetime Players for the second week in a row. We have a few little changes. Apparently that gimmick has only just started. It's been stuck on that gimmick for ages for Darren Young. We are going to be doing some changes, so not much going on there. After the match, Darren Young offers to pick Titus up after the defeat, and nothing really. He just walks off and cheap shots Darren Young. So that went a bit wrong. Never mind. And we get a video hyping Drew McIntyre, Olivia Max, continuing to show what's led this forward. Drew McIntyre has been on a roll since about December, kind of unbeaten in singles action. And Olivia Max was meant to be his first true opponent and got injured. Not by him, just by accident. But we play up Drew McIntyre was the one that injured him, and Max is back for revenge. Now for our tag team title build up, we have Nick Jackson defeat Jay Briscoe. I think these are probably the best two from the tag teams. So we'll put them together to see what they do solo. Solid enough match. And afterwards, both teams shake hands to show their respect as they go into the main title picture or title match. The Briscoes are the tag team champions. You then have Kenny Omega defeat Phoenix. A short match here just to show Kenny Omega is the real deal in the Cruiserweights. And afterwards, Kenny Omega gets interrupted by Itami. They have a little bit of a showdown. Itami wants a rematch, and Omega just laughs and says, "You don't deserve a rematch." But then Shane McMahon comes out with a blockbuster announcement that at WrestleMania, Kenny Omega will defend the Cruiserweight Championship against any eligible Cruiserweight in the WWE in a battle royal. So I don't know the official figures for this, but it's just going to be a massive sort of battle royal. I think I got about 20-ish people looking like we're going to have in it. This will also be eligible for anybody from Raw, and any of my NXT call-ups could make their debut at WrestleMania in this Cruiserweight match. So yes, this is a big, big match announced. And just to show a few of the Cruiserweights, we put them on next. Sort of change, or goes into saying any of these guys could be in for that win. So they're all sort of getting to a good level. I'm sort of, we got 58 to 42 sort of. Ricochet has really been on a roll, and Pentagon Jr. is one of the best I have. So yeah. Next up, we have Nakamura backstage holding his US title. And Ricardo looks at him, so sort of stares. And Cesaro's like, I think he wants your title. He ain't the only one. I want that title. And I'm going to prove I deserve a chance at that title next. And Cesaro defeats Apollo Crews in a quickish match. It wasn't really to do anything other than to show Cesaro looking good. AJ Styles and Bobby Roode are backstage, sort of saying, "You know I'm the leader, don't you, Bobby? You know I am." Like, a bit insecure in AJ Styles' character here. He wants to make sure he's the one walking into Mania and walking out of Mania, beating John Cena and Randy Orton, two of the all-time greats in the record books. And we are both the guys who have had similar careers, but haven't had as much fame from it. We are going to make sure we win. So just trying to pump AJ and Bobby Roode's relationship from their past up going into that match. We then jump into our big match, Max versus McIntyre. I knew this was sort of about the rating we were expecting. The match goes all over the arena, and they end up when Oblivion Match just gets thrown as Tyler Breeze and Damien Sandow, and they both just attack him, and Drew McIntyre hits his finisher and picks up the 1-2-3. Yes, we set it up so it was an accidental collision which has led to being jumped. They're better when they're not in hardcore matches, I agree. And afterwards they continue to try and beat him down, but Adam Cole makes the save. So yeah, happy with that. We threw together a quick Braun Strowman squash match, just to try and do something to move him forward. And we're backstage. Titus apologises to Darren for what happened earlier in the night. And so we are a great tag team. We're going to do it. We're going to go out. We're going to win next week. You watch and see. So I have to kind of figure out which tag team to face them against. We have to book a match. Who shall we give the prime time players to face next week? It's got to be a weaker team, so it might be like Blake and Murphy. The Revival they faced too many times, so it definitely won't be them. We could give the Raw Villains a big win, or we could go with the Club. Who should we go with? I can't do the Hart Dynasty again, it'll be about the 4th time. So we're probably going to look at going for the Raw Villains. So I have what I want to happen set up. But they will be breaking up, but I've got to build it up slowly. We then gave Randy Orton a big win over Kane, because Kane's sort of not being used much. Again, another big name not being used. Bit of age, bit of not really having a storyline for him, to be honest. We've teased for Randy Orton heel turn here. I probably have set up a couple that are just teasing. I will cancel them when I'm happy with them. But then Brock Lesnar comes out and attacks Randy Orton after his win over Kane, just to send back that message. And Brock Lesnar waits in the ring after the attack, joined by AJ Styles, and they face Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Brock Lesnar picks up the win over Cody Rhodes, who did improve, which I'm really happy with. He's now up to AJ Styles' level of performance, which is really good to see. AJ's declining a lot. I'm a bit worried about that. And we end the show with the contract signing. I even let Shane go off script, which I don't remember agreeing to, but never mind. And they just brawled to end the show. I didn't want to go too one-sided on this. I think both of them could be the star match of WrestleMania. So we're going to end the show and see if we made it to the 80s. We got an 83, so Shockwave somehow keeps getting the best matches. I'm going to head back to the main screen and see what else we have. And we are back to the main show, and we're going to jump around. I'm not going to be looking at that though, because I have a lot of people potentially being signed. I can't sign Mike Bennett, which is a bit disappointing because it happened in real life by now, I think. So we're just going to continue on. And most of those decisions are just people I'm bringing into NXT, but it's not really that important. The European title is weakish, so we're looking at a 5-way between Cole, Sandow, Bruce, McIntyre, and Max for the European title, and that seems like it's a done deal. And as for the US title, it's going to be a triple threat between those three. Only 1 week, it's not really spoiling what's going to happen next week. As you can see, who is hot and who is not, all villains, so it's a good choice to put them against the primetime players. They've finally given Jahinder the chance. Nothing new there. R-Truth's pretty much on his way out. If we just double check these contracts once more, as we always do, as you can see, Charlotte has the longest official competitor contract. Scott Dawson's the next one, which I'm pretty sure is in that decisions to be renewed. R-Truth will not be renewed, nor Ferguson. Everyone else going up. Looks like they will. Jack Evans solely because I'm trying to pump the cruiserweights. Jericho's may not get renewed. I may put him on like a pay per appearance because he's going away anyway. Otherwise, yeah, keep giving up. Mojo is one that could go, and Mark Henry and Bubba Ray, they're the only ones within the hundreds. But that is going to end this episode, so it's all a thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed Shockwave, and we're back with the Go Home show to WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt, champion versus champion. So come back and see what you think of that one, and goodbye.